Hello, Karen Locke-Culp of We Turned Out Okay, the podcast, and WeTurnedOutOK.com here with this week's Magic Words for Parents video. And this week is actually a really special one because it comes up on the podcast. So episode 227 of We Turned Out Okay it's a great interview with a woman named Shannon Miles, who's written a book that you're going to love called The Third Option, which has to do with finding a balance between child rearing and contributing to the world, whether that is in an employment sense or in some sense, outside of the actual child rearing. And when we finished our conversation, I hit stop. Shannon basically said, "Hey, I've got an idea for a magic words," and then she shared the most beautiful magic words. And they had to do with connecting with your child, with truly connecting and bonding, almost, I would say. So a lot of times we have these kids, right, and we're shoving food into their mouths, and we're making them go to bed, and we're changing their diapers, and we're getting them dressed, and they're just this like little commodity that we are pushing around through the day, right? At least that's how it can feel. And Shannon's idea to counter this was a really, really wonderful one. And so here it is, the magic words to help you connect better or bond with your child, however you want to look at it, is the very simple question where you would ask, what can I do for you right now? What's one thing I can do for you right now? And Shannon says that she's gotten the most wildest answers when she asks her kids this question. Things that she would never have expected. Things like, can you just watch me play this video game for a little while? I'm so curious to see if you use these magic words to bond with your child, to connect with your child, just asking them very simply, what can I do for you right now? What answers you get back, what comes on back. I'm really, really curious about that. And that is this week's magic words. I am all excited. I'm super duper duper excited because this week is the launch of the We Turned Out Okay Patreon page. And I'm bringing it up in here because one of the levels, in fact, the $2 level, gets you an extra Magic Words for Parents video every month. And that's only for Patreon viewers or Patreon supporters. And so if you've never heard of Patreon, it is this website where you can go and support the people who give you what support the people who create good things for you, cool things for you. And so I created a podcast page, as I say. It's called patreon.com/WeTurnedOutOK, all one word. And okay spelled O-K-A-Y. I will put the link in the notes just below this video, but sometimes if you only do O and K, it won't bring you to the page, and there was no way for me to make it so that both ways would work. Anyway, these magic words for parents, the feedback I'm getting on them is really, really good. Things like people saying things like, it didn't necessarily help my child, but it helped me not have a meltdown. The one particular set of magic words. It's how much easier it is when you have the magic words, when you need to say no, and it's going to be a problem, your child's going to melt down. How can you avert that? How can you change it? Well, there's a Magic Words for Parents video that helps you do that. And if you want more of those, it's really... Patreon is a really cool place where you can get more of the stuff that you love, and you can also support me as I'm supporting you. So I don't know if you know this, but I don't have corporate sponsors. I've been approached and have always said no, thanks. I want to be supported by the people who I serve, and if you're watching this video, likely I serve you. So please consider supporting me over in Patreon, patreon.com/WeTurnedOutOK. I'll put the link in the show notes. And I hope this Magic Words for Parents has been helpful for you. And I will talk to you soon. It's weird. I can see that there's a viewer, but I have no idea who you are. Sometimes I will see comments, but I'll only see them afterwards, so I apologize for that. One thing I think I do see is if you're watching and you like the video, I'll get a little bubble that says like or something like that. So you can always chime in with those. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. I hope this has been helpful, and I will see you next week for another Magic Words for Parents video. All right? And please go to Patreon. I think you'll love it over there. Patreons.com/WeTurnedOutOK. All right, I think that's it. Bye. See you next week.